Hey, everybody, it's me, John Ward, and with Donald Wills. And we are
What's up,
both.
everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's
And
up?
we. What's up? What's up? And we're here with another film discussion. And I don't know. You mentioned the text that I sent you. Before I say what we're doing, I mean, it's obvious for the thumbnail, but what did my text say to you before we get into this?
We're going into this already. So
Yeah, might as well let
when
people know.
we've decided to do the Leprechaun movies. Now we're not doing all 8 Leprechaun movies. Some people consider it only 6. Unfortunately, there's 8. But we decided to do the first 4 for this year, and then next year we'll do the 2 and the 2 that nobody likes. So
Yeah.
anyway,
But I was trying, I had said, oh no, we should do 4 this month and 4 next month.
mhm.
And then I started watching the first Leprechaun and I went, oh crap. Okay, let me contact Donald and say, okay, let's do 4 this year and 4 next year. So basically March and March. So, and
And
what did my text say to you?
the text says Leprechaun is not a good movie.
Yeah,
I was
it's not. And
keep in
we're
mind, I have not seen the movie yet. This is okay. I've seen clips of movies, probably from like all the different ones. So I'm not even sure which ones I've seen. The ones I know I've seen like clips from the first one and maybe the third one, but 2 and 4 were kind of like brand new to me.
okay. I've seen all of them. Um I think 1 and 2 I saw in the theater. 3 was direct to video, but I know I saw it. I probably rented it at Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. And then
Yes.
4 was direct to video, and I saw that. And then once he went to The Hood twice, I really haven't seen any of those. And then I did see Origins when it came out, and I went, wow, this sucks, and have not seen it since. And then I watched Returns, which I think was like Sci-Fi Channel, but I think I
Yeah.
bought it when it came out and went, okay, it's all right. It's okay. It's better than what better than Origins.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is our our culprit right here, Mr. Warwick Davis, who I like a lot, and I like the look, but yeah, I'll just be upfront. This is my ranking, and I'll do it right now.
Oh wow.
Starting with the best to the worst. 4, 3, 1, then 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was hoping they would get better as they went along, but 2 I almost found to be insufferable. So I just
I
couldn't do it.
actually fell asleep during 2 because it was that boring.
Yeah, it's not there. I don't know. I bought this. Maybe you have the same thing. So when Origins came out, they brought out the complete movie collection. Is this what
Mhm.
you have?
I have the 8 film collection on DVD.
Oh, okay. So
So yours is, I think, the 7.
7. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess they did this like a couple. It says 2019. During 2019 is when this collection came out, and this has all 8 movies.
Okay. So the return is separate for me.
Yeah.
Leprechaun Returns is
Mhm.
separate.
Yeah.
Um I'm telling you, man. I am so happy that you first brought up let's do them separately. I do not think I could do 4 more of these next month. I appreciate what they're doing. I like Warwick Davis. I
Hmm.
mean, I like Willow and everything. I mean, I like him.
Hmm.
You know, Return of the Jedi and all that. These are they're not good. They really aren't. And it was difficult to get through the first film. And unfortunately, Mark Jones, I think that's the name of the director. Oh, and I found this one day. So inside, mine has they're discs like this. So it's disc one as one, two, and one and two, and then special features, which I did watch behind the scenes footage and the documentary because there's a documentary on each movie.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you have this because yours might be different. Then disc
No.
two as 3 and 4, and then special features, and then we won't get. Then the other ones are like disc three and has all the other ones, and then Origins is by itself, unfortunately. But the special features on every one so far has been a retrospective. So they
Yeah.
talked to the directors, they talked to Warwick Davis, they talked to some of
Hmm.
the actors and crew,
Okay.
and they're about 20 to 30 minutes each. And
Okay.
it's funny as they will criticize the films. Warwick Davis would definitely seems to be very honest about these.
Hmm.
And so these were good. And so I did learn stuff about the movie. So
Okay.
I do have respect for, and I think it's Mark Jones is the director of the first film. And
Yes.
because it's the first film and he was never a director before, but he wanted to direct.
Hmm.
I do give credit for that.
Yeah.
One, I don't know where it was at, but at some point I did find a gold coin,
Oh man.
and I've kept it in here ever since. It
There
just
you
sits,
go.
it just sits right in there. Where is it? There it is. So I figured why not? But yeah, there's this, and then you got you. Oh, I don't think I have a picture for. What's the title of
Unfortunately,
that one? Like it's
this is
Leprechaun. What?
this is the Leprechaun 8 film collection.
Okay, because there's this one. So
Okay.
Leprechaun 1 through 3, and then so I didn't know that they made that because then there's this one 4 film collection,
Okay.
and then I'm assume that and then there's the Pot of Gold collection, and
Okay.
they only show the front. So this is actually an actual like box set,
Oh, nice.
and these are the movies that are in it. So they seem to have the first, obviously they came out individually first, and then they did 1 through 3 as a collection, probably when part 4 came out, and then they did, parts 1 through 4. Probably when In the Hood came out,
Yeah.
and then they did the Pot of Gold one with these 5 movies. I'm assuming when Back to the Hood came out,
Probably.
and then there's the one that you have, because
Yeah.
then no, then it would be mine because that's with Origins,
Yeah.
and then yours.
Keep in mind, these are pretty bare bones. Like the first disc is literally the first 2 movies,
Oh
and
shit.
then the third and fourth movie are flipper disc.
Oh, even though you have
Yeah, I
all of
wasn't
them,
too
I like
happy about.
mine better.
Yeah, I might actually upgrade the Blu-ray, and then In the Hood and Back to the Hood are very boring looking.
Yeah, those are very generic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously Origins and Returns look a lot
Okay.
better. They are on their own discs, so
Yeah, I would then recommend I mean maybe keep
yeah.
that one because it has all
I
8.
mean, unless you just don't care about quality, and you just because these are when you watched them, are they in full screen or were they in 4:3?
I believe they're wide.
These are in full screen because I was watching and I'm thinking like,
Yeah. 16:9 widescreen.
okay, so this is pretty much like if you just want them in 4:3, then get this one. But if you want a 16:9, get the Blu-ray.
I can't believe they released 8 movies on there and did such a shitty job, because this includes 5 new featurettes, audio
Yeah.
commentaries, behind the scenes footage, and more.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one has audio commentary from the director
Mm-hmm.
and maybe somebody else. And then there's a second audio commentary by Warwick Davis. And then there's a 30-minute retrospective with a lot of the people. Obviously, Jennifer Aniston's not on there, which is a shame. But, and then there's behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So the director has his own behind the scenes, and it's like 10 minutes, I think, of them filming some of the stuff at the house. And then for part 2, I believe there's audio commentary and then the retrospective.
Mm-hmm.
Then 3 is audio commentary from the director, retrospective, and I know one of the other ones has behind the scenes. This might have behind the scenes. And then Leprechaun 4, same director as 3, also has retrospective and I think audio commentary. I don't know. I don't think it has behind the scenes though. But then this goes, because because I'm holding it in the wrong way. So disc 3 then would be Leprechaun in the Hood, Leprechaun Back to the Hood, and special features. So I'm assuming retrospective, maybe behind the scenes. I haven't looked at the disc yet. For probably both of them. And then it has its own disc for Origins, which kind of sucks, but that's the newest one. So Origins, man, is bad. I would say, without even watching Back to the Hood, because I don't think I've ever seen those. Origins it's not Leprechaun. It's a completely different movie. It's one of the little guys from like WWE.
Yeah,
and
it's Hornswoggle from WWE.
Yeah, and he's not a leprechaun. I mean, he is, but he's not Leprechaun.
Yeah.
So I would think if it's Leprechaun Origins, it would be how he turns into Warwick Davis's Leprechaun. But it isn't. It's weird. It's like a completely different movie. Like they're just getting rid of everything else and starting from scratch.
I mean, what do you expect? It is WWE.
Yeah. And then Returns, I don't know if that... No, it's a direct sequel to the original movie. And it has the dumb guy from the first film is back in it. So it isn't, but I don't think he mentions any... I don't think the other films are mentioned in it, because I think it's a retcon. So, man, I would much rather have this than the one you got. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, this was keep in mind this was $10, so I feel like it's worth the $10 if you want. If it's like, hey, it's 8 movies, you don't care about the quality, you just want to watch the movie itself, then it's a great value. But if you're someone like us that you want the audio commentary, you want the behind the scenes, you want like the special features, then the one you have is definitely the one you want to get. And I'm definitely going to see if I can track that down.
Yeah, because I didn't listen to the audio commentaries on here, but I'm thinking because Warwick Davis is hilarious in this. He really owns the series. Like he's like, it's my series. So I want them to be, the best that they can be. But, and then he'll name the buts, like, well, this could have been better. That could have been better. He really enjoyed that each film is its own thing, I guess, until the Hood comes up. He does point out that and I kind of noticed this, that I think the very first time that I kept seeing them, because I think my friends and I would be like, why he changes, like the rules change. And he admits that it's each movie has its own rules that they follow with the Leprechaun, I guess, to however the script works.
I kind of looked at it like this is a what if the Leprechaun. Well, the first one was like, hey, the dude stole his gold, so he's like, okay, I'm coming after. I want my gold back. Second one's kind of like, what if the Leprechaun was in a town? Then the second one's, what if? Well, we'll get into them obviously, but what if the
Right.
Leprechaun's in Vegas? What if the Leprechaun's in space? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I did appreciate that about it. It's not, the same. It's not a formula. It's the rules change. The Leprechaun can do this in this movie, but can't do it in that movie. I kind of like that.
Yeah, and I don't think they're actually connected.
I don't think so. I think it's
Yeah,
just like, hey, the only connection is Warwick Davis plays the Leprechaun in every movie except for the last two.
Yeah, and it's and he says his shoes like he is a little different in each movie, but it's he says his shoes are the same. It's very important. That was his big thing is they have to be the same shoes in every movie because he's constantly like hopping down from something, and the first thing you see are his shoes. So he's like the shoes have to be the same because then everybody will know. Oh, it's Leprechaun. And it's I will give them a lot of credit for these, even though it was a tough watch. It's an original franchise. Nobody had done Leprechaun before. It was a risk. It made money. I could see why the second one didn't make as much. It just seems cheaper for some reason. The third one, obviously, because of its location, and it makes sense to put a Leprechaun into Vegas. And of course, I live in Vegas, so I could actually see the locations, even though some of those locations were not Vegas. They point that out in the retrospective that the main hotel or the main casino that they go to, the one that's named like very Irish, Lucky something.
The Lucky Charm, yeah.
Yeah, that's that's not in Vegas. And a lot of the inside stuff for the casino was at the Ambassador Hotel, where RFK was assassinated, which is no longer there. I've been there. I worked for a company called Stargate Films, and I was a PA. And I went there because they were the Zucker brothers were making a Jane Austen's Mafia, which came out in the theaters as just Mafia with Leslie Nielsen. And I was the script guy. So I'd go back and forth giving and taking scripts. And so I went to that hotel and I actually tried to find where Kennedy was assassinated, but I couldn't find it. At the time that I was there, though, they were shooting Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the Johnny Depp movie. So that was pretty cool. But so I think and then that would be part 3. And then 4, is this the first one that goes into space? Like the very first, like kind of like slasher or horror series that goes into space?
Maybe. I mean, what year did Jason X come out?
Well, and remember, there's also Hellraiser. What was the first? I mean, I guess you could say Alien. I did look it up, and I think it said Alien. So I'm going to say slasher. What is the first slasher film in space? Because I think when I did horror, Alien came up. Yeah, see, Alien still comes up. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not telling me which one is the first. But Jason X was 2001. And this was like 96?
97.
This might be the first.
This might be 96, yeah.
I think this is the first, not including Alien, which at the time everybody said was science fiction, but now it's deemed as horror. It's like a haunted house movie. Where like Aliens is now known as an action movie. It's not sci-fi. So not including those, I think Leprechaun in Space is the first horror franchise to be in space. And then because there's Hellraiser Bloodlines is in space, not all of it. And then Jason X is in space.
Yeah.
Who else is in space? Is it just the 3?
Just those 3, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been hearing for years that people wanted to see Michael Myers in space. People wanted to see Freddy Krueger in space. They're like, why not? Let's give it to them.
The rumor is that season 4 of Chucky was going to be in space, and they've already announced that they are making a new movie. So I'm hoping they stick with that.
Chucky in space. Come on.
Yeah.
Give it to us.
Especially
Chucky in space.
It would make sense for Chucky to be in space. They did want to do was it Leprechaun meets Michael Myers? And that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Was it Michael Myers? I think it was Michael Myers.
I don't know. Wouldn't it make more sense to have Leprechaun fight Chucky? That'd be great.
Oh, yeah, they're the same size.
2 little people fighting each other. Come on, man.
Yeah. Leprechaun verse movie. Yeah, there is on YouTube, like, yeah, Chucky versus Leprechaun, who would win? Oh, no, that was it. It was Candyman meets Leprechaun.
Okay. Well, that would make a little more sense because they are urban legends, so...
Yeah. Yeah, a crossover film with the Candyman series was in development following the release of subsequent box office success of Freddy vs. Jason, tentatively entitled Candyman vs. Leprechaun, a script treatment written by Davis set to reprise his role. Oh, I guess the screenwriter. However, the project stalled after Tony Todd refused to participate in such a project, stating that he had too much respect for the character he played in Candyman to be involved in such a project. So Tony Todd was like, fuck no.
Oh, man.
But I'm not, I mean, they both of us could disappear and stuff.
Rest in peace, Tony Todd. But man, you missed an opportunity. That would have been great. I mean, but hey,
well,
I respect his decision, though.
But they take these things way too seriously. You know, it's like they wanted to do, it was Michael Myers and I think it was Michael Myers and Jason in space. Yeah, no. Michael Myers and Pinhead in space. And Clive Barker was going to direct it. John Carpenter was going to write it. And it just never happened. And I think, I forget who it was. It might be the person who owned the rights or something, said this sounds stupid. So I don't get it. If you've already made like 10 movies of something, why not have fun with it? Why not take it to space?
So crazy. I mean, it'd be like, you know, like, I mean, let's be real, John. You do let's say you've done like 8 AXEMAS movies. Wouldn't you want your 9th or 10th movie to be like AXEMAS in space?
Yeah. I even said for Dustin Ferguson, when he asked me to do Meat Hook 4, I said, I want this to be Meat Hook 4 in space, the same way that Leprechaun in space is spelled out. He said, absolutely not. Why? Why not?
Oh.
And then he made, and then he had people make like 8 other movies that were almost exactly the same. So it's like, why not? Why not have Meat Hook in space? Why not? And then you just have them crash land on Earth again, and then you continue on. It doesn't make sense to me. A Santa Claus on a space station would be awesome.
John, regardless of Meat Hook Massacre, consider the source.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm surprised that he didn't do it later, to be honest. That he just took my idea and just tried it, But
knowing him, I can see him doing it.
Yeah, without me getting any credit for that. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting next year because I don't think I've seen anything from the Hood movies. I'm not looking forward to Origins, and Return was okay. So we'll see. But okay. So with that being said, let's get into Leprechaun, the first movie.
I like the poster. I do like the poster.
Yeah, him creeping through the door is fun. So now, not including any of the other ones, like just as Leprechaun itself, with its rules, with what the Leprechaun looks like, with its cast of characters. What did you overall think of this just by itself?
I actually enjoyed this movie.
Okay.
I didn't. I looked at it like, okay, it's a Leprechaun movie. It's a Leprechaun that's peed off at the world because he wants his pot of gold, and he'll do anything to get his pot of his gold back. I want me gold.
Well, and of course, you have a fat moron who then swallows a piece because Leprechaun would have kept his word. He just wanted his gold back. He was going to leave until he only counted 99 pieces. And then he's like, what the hell? Where's my gold?
Where's my gold shilling?
Find it. Yeah. And then the fat moron,
swallowed it.
Oh, I swallowed it. Okay, buddy.
Like, how did you swallow it? I thought,
he was
how do you swallow a coin that big?
Like, oh, is it chocolate or whatever? And then he swallowed it. Because he's dumb.
Yeah.
Give him some laxatives and let him crap it out. Sit there and go, hey, Leprechaun, we're getting your piece of gold back, and just hold on for about 20 minutes because he's going to go shit it out. We'll wash it for you, make it all nice and shiny, and then you could leave. And then Leprechaun be like, oh, okay, I'll just hang out on the sofa and wait. And then the movie would have been done.
But John, we wouldn't have a movie then.
Well, true. But, well, so it's rewatching this, and like I said, I saw this in the theater. I probably saw it a couple times on video. Would have been VHS most likely at that time. Especially when part 2 came out. I'm thinking that we probably watched it again because it was most likely the same group of friends. And I know I liked it back then, but this time I'm just like, I just don't know. I just don't. This is difficult for me to get through. I think my taste in stuff is changing, and I'm having, like, I could watch any Friday the 13th anytime. It really doesn't matter which one it is.
Yeah.
Especially the old ones, like the original Paramount ones. Well, maybe except for Jason Goes to Manhattan, but I could still probably watch that. I don't think I could sit down and watch the Leprechaun movies again, at least these 4. I just don't think I could do it. If somebody said, let's have a Leprechaun marathon, or, oh, I've never seen Leprechaun, which one do you pick? Because they don't really connect to each other, I would probably say, well, let's watch part 3. And because that may be the one that would probably be easiest, not Space. Space might be a little weird, but I think Leprechaun is probably Leprechaun 3 would be the easiest one for people to watch. Also, from what that director has done, I seem to like his work more. The original director did go off to do Rumpelstiltskin, which I do want to see. He did that instead of Leprechaun 2. But did you find it funny watching Jennifer Aniston pre-nose job in this?
I didn't even realize she got a nose job, but okay.
Oh yeah. If you look at her today, she even kind of makes fun of it in Friends when they do the flashbacks to high school, and she has this big, almost kind of like witchy nose, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is her first film. I don't.
Is this her first film?
Yeah. She did
Okay,
TV before this, but I
I
don't know
knew
if
sh
she acknowledges this movie anymore.
I knew she did TV, but I wasn't sure if this was her first film or not. I was gonna look it up, and I just haven't got the time to. But yeah, I think she did a good job. I mean, with her first being her first role. I mean, I gotta say the whole time I was watching this, I'm thinking Rachel. Rachel.
She definitely does Rachel moments. That is for sure.
Yeah.
She
I was
says
like,
some
I'm
things in a
I'm
very
gonna
Rachel
I'm gonna
way.
go and make a phone call, and I'm gonna go stay at a hotel because I'm not staying in this house.
Yeah, very Rachel. Yeah.
Mhm.
And let's see. So let's look at well, actually, her very first film is a film that is dear to my heart and Paul Rudd's, Mac and Me.
Oh, okay.
She plays a dancer at the McDonald's party, uncredited role. So somewhere in
Oh,
that whole dance scene in Mac and Me, she's in there. But yeah, it's listed as her very first real movie, I guess,
so
would
this
be
is so this is her
Leprechaun.
first lead role.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so up to then, yeah, she had done a bunch of television, like one episode, two episodes,
Hmm.
regular character.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so she had done a bunch of television.
Yeah.
Um, so, but I thought she was pretty hot in this. I
Yeah.
think she looks pretty good right there too.
Yeah.
She,
I mean, I mean, I've always, you know, watching Friends, like she was always like out of the three, she was my favorite. So, and I'm like, and I didn't even know she was in this until I started watching it. I was like, oh, Jennifer Aniston, nice, okay.
yeah, it's a. I remember her on Julie Brown, the comedian Julie Brown. I think she had her own comedy show for a while, and
Hmm.
Jennifer Aniston was on that. Um, was it? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was on Ferris Bueller, the TV show for Ferris Bueller. What is the name of that show? I don't see. Oh, The Edge, I think is what it was called.
Okay.
Maybe yeah, because yeah, an American sketch comedy. So I think it was The Edge. But and she was funny in that. And I'm like, oh, she's kind of hot. Who is that? And then basically her and Monica were the reasons why I watched Friends, because I thought Courtney Cox was hot too.
Mhm.
But what I okay, so here is my problem. Well, one, before we get into the other people, I, this is some of the problem I had with the movie. There were just massive inconsistencies throughout this film. And I get that the director is a first time director. And I
Mhm.
get that a lot of the people working on this movie were kind of first timers, producers, studios, and stuff like that. So, okay,
Yeah.
there's going to be mistakes. But this takes place over one day. She changes her clothes like 3 or 4 times. So I thought this took place over like 3 or 4 days. And at the end of the movie, she goes, wow, it's weird that all this happened and I just moved in yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday? I could swear this took place over 3 days. Because if a leprechaun's killing people, why would you be changing your clothes? Hold
Well,
on,
the first
leprechaun. I need to change my clothes.
I only remember her changing like once because she was in the blue dress at first, and then she was gonna help the dude that she is in love with paint, so she changed into regular like
Right. And
put in shorts and then shoes, and
then
then
after, because she has the ripped jeans, because I guess that was the style at the time. And then she changes, I think, one more time. So, like when they go to the hospital near the end, I think she's changed again. I believe it's 3 times.
okay,
So I was confused. I could be wrong, but I think it was 3 times.
okay,
Um, and
I
her
must have missed
character,
that.
I could be wrong, like I said, but I do remember saying to myself at the very end, like, this took place in one day. I thought it was three.
Right. I did.
Um,
I didn't even catch this took place in one day, but now kind of thinking back on it because I just watched it on Thursday, so I've noticed that it was light when it first started, and at the very end it was just starting to turn morning. So I could kind of see that.
Yeah, it just wasn't done, I don't think, well. And
Yeah.
her character goes from, well, Rachel Green, the snot-nosed, arrogant, spoiled brat girl,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden she like at the very beginning, oh, I don't, there's no swimming pool here, I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get a hotel room. And
Mhm.
then all of a sudden she sees the Kevin Bacon guy, um who I'm just looking at him going, wow, did they want Kevin Bacon in this but they couldn't? And I know that he was in a bunch of movies too, but to me he just kind of looks like Kevin Bacon. See, then
He was.
so
They
she's
got.
changed there.
They got the Timu version of Kevin Bacon.
Yes. And now all of a sudden, whenever there's like the painting is going on, she's cool, she's kind of laid back.
Mhm.
But every once in a while she turns into the snot girl, Rachel Green, spoiled
Mhm.
brat girl. And I'm like, wait a minute, okay, so and once again, if this is in one day, wow, she has a massive character arc in one day. But it's like,
Right.
so she was the snot girl at the beginning, they start painting, and then she's like, hey, man, how's everything going? And then only a little bit later, she's like, okay, just saw a spider. Okay, I'm going to go get a hotel. Okay. Then she turns back to, hey, guys, how's everything going? Hey, what's going on? And I'm like, did they film all of her spoiled brat scenes first and not realize that they were going to be intercut? It was like, it was weird how she kept flipping back and forth. And I get what they were doing, but it's just
Mhm.
like, this is kind of weird. And there were things like that that just kind of bugged me. I
Yeah.
like that this guy's company is called something like Three Men That Paint, and their
3 guys are
painting is,
painting or something like that.
yeah, it's on the side of their truck. And it's like, you guys are the worst painters I've ever seen. I mean, I don't paint, but I know that you just don't have a shitty looking blue house and you just slap paint on it. No, you gotta sand it, you gotta prime it, you gotta get the paint on. It's like what they're painting, which was one that, just looked like shit. It's like,
and and the colors didn't even match. It was like they were painting one part red and they're painting the other part. Like it's like, are you guys trying to make your house patriotic looking? I mean, I'm all for that. Whatever, you do you, but I don't think that's or whatever.
well, that was the thing is, yeah, what colors were chosen for this? Because they're
Mhm.
they're doing these, yeah, like two or three different colors because none of these match the house. And then yeah,
Maybe,
one is blue, one is red. It's just like, what does this
may,
even mean?
maybe the director was like, "Hey, listen, I'm on a tight budget, so I have some paint cans in my house. I have a dark blue and a red.
Yeah.
Make do with whatever you can do.
Oh,
Just
we can
start
use it for
painting."
free. That's what they're using.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
because
go.
yeah, and then the other people. Okay, I did not like any of these people. Not one of them. Jennifer Aniston, for the most part, was a spoiled brat.
Hmm.
The guy who plays the Kevin Bacon lookalike, the Timo version of Kevin Bacon, he was okay. He was fine. He was all right,
Yeah.
but whatever. And then you have the fat dumb guy who only seems to play fat dumb guys. I don't know because he was also in Pee Wee's Big Adventure. He steals Pee Wee's bike, but he plays a
Hmm.
man child in that too. So I
Yeah.
don't know if this is a thing, like he's really this way, or if it's the
Mm.
act, like these are the only roles he picks. But I hated his character. And then the kid I thought was okay, except that he's dressed like frigging Chucky. And I did like that he was like the adult version of of like of him being a kid. Like he
Hmm.
was the money guy in the operation and all of that. But once again, a
Yeah.
little too, I don't know, a little too precocious for me. I just really didn't enjoy any of these characters for the most part. I
Yeah.
kind of thought that Timu Kevin Bacon was a little, I don't know, a little whipped, a little cucked. Um, but yeah, what did you think?
I mean, I thought Jennifer Aniston did an okay job. I mean, it is her first role. Um, Timu Kevin Bacon. I don't know the guy's name. I'm sorry.
Oh, either do I.
Um, he. I thought he did an okay job. Her. I guess I don't know. The actor that played her dad was only there for like half the movie, and
Oh, probably
like
less than that.
and because he's like here kitty, I'm like, dude, for why would you put your hand in a hole? Why would you do that?
Especially when it has a way to get out. Like once
Right?
he's bit, the camera looks through there and you could see Leprechaun laughing, you know. And
Mhm.
so why would you just not maybe kind of take the log and shake it a little bit to get the cat
Yeah,
out? And
yeah,
why is it such a big deal with the cat? You know,
yeah.
it obviously lives outside, so just let it do its
Obviously,
thing, you know.
but the other two, I kind of looked at them as the comedy relief characters. They were supposed to be funny. Did they? Mm, I mean, they had some funny moments, but a lot of it I was kind of like, it was kind of a little cringy at times. But other than that, I guess I'm not sure if these were the other two's first movies or not.
That I don't know. We'd have to look them up.
I mean, like these are definitely. I guess at the time these may not have been like main like big time actors at one point, or at first.
Uh,
Some of them may. This movie may have made them bigger.
so the kid was in. Oh, no, no, no. This is Kevin Bacon. This is the Timo Kevin Bacon guy. So yeah, because he's Nathan. Okay, so Ozzy. Let me see. Yeah, he played John Wayne Gacy in the Gacy movie. I did like him in that.
Okay.
Um, so maybe he just plays these characters, but he was in a lot of movies before this, a lot of
Mhm.
films. So I don't know. Yeah, because if this is, oh no, wait, 96. Yeah, he was also in Rumpelstiltskin too. But yeah, I don't know. I was not a fan of these characters. They just kind of, I don't know, they just kind of annoyed me, and I hated their clothes. You know, I guess it's very 90s. But
Yeah.
that bugged me. The little kid's hair bugged me. I really hated, there was a time period where kids looked very androgynous, where
Hmm.
like Kirsten Stewart, who was in Panic Room with Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a girl, because Kirsten Stewart was a little kid. I'm just like,
Hmm.
that's a boy. And then I saw the credits. I'm like, that's a girl. And it's like there was this weird time, and this kid, it has that hairdo where I don't know, maybe it was an in haircut at that time, but I don't know. Looking at it today, I'd be like, cut that thing, cut it.
Yeah.
This looks bad, because it's just not long hair. It's like some weird mullet type hairdo.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just found, because it's almost like Ozzy is Gilligan. They're on the
Hmm.
island. There's a villain on the island who's the leprechaun.
Yeah.
If you kill Gilligan, the leprechaun is going to go away and you're going to be able to get off the island. Kill Ozzy, rip his stomach open, get the coin out, and give it to the leprechaun, and he'll go away. Maybe he'll even grant you a wish to, I don't know, take you to Paris or something.
Mhm.
But it's like, as long as Ozzy is there, once they realize that the coin is in him, it's going to be problems.
Yeah.
So it's and they do bring up in the retrospective about him pooping it out, like the leprechaun doesn't have time to wait. So I don't know. I was not a huge fan of these, of these people.
Mhm.
I think I This I kind of found funny. So it's a picture of Rachel, the leprechaun, and Lucky Charms.
Well, you know, I will say I was a little disappointed when he's rooting, when Warwick Davis, the leprechaun, is rooting through the thing, and he pulls out a box of Lucky Charms. And I'm thinking, why did you not make a joke about that? That would
Well,
have been the perfect time.
he looks at it, but
But
it's
that's all
not
he
Lucky
does.
Charms because I mean, it's
It's like it's like a generic version of Lucky Charms.
I think they just pasted over it, you know, because they didn't have the copyright for it. But yeah, he could have gone and said, I want my Irish charms or something like that, you know, or nobody better take my Irish charms, and they could have,
right?
yeah,
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 that was the only thing I was
right.
disappointed in. I was like, you could have made a joke about that, or
Yeah,
been like, ugh, they got my bad side or something like that.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny. Yeah. So this is what Warwick Davis, this is what Leprechaun looks like in this movie. I try to get a picture from each film of him. Mm-hmm. So I think he looks really good. I think they probably took more time in his design than they did the actual film.
Yeah.
So but I think he looks pretty good. And I think just going off of that picture, I could see why they made the movie. Mm-hmm. Because that's, you know, that would definitely sell. And then I do like I said, Jennifer Aniston has a huge arc in this, that she does become the tough girl, that she's the one who kind of takes charge, because you got the kid and the dumb guy, and then you have the Timu Kevin Bacon, who got his legs stuck in a bear trap. So it's like she's got to take charge. So then I guess she leaves being the spoiled brat and becomes the tough girl. I'm guessing because the guy says, "Do you know how to use a gun?" And she's like, so I'm guessing that there may be a little more conservative, and Daddy taught her how to use a gun. So it's, you know, probably took her to the range or something like that, so she knows at least how to handle a rifle or a handgun or something.
Yeah.
But there's so many things in this that let me see, because I want to leave it on well, actually I don't have to leave it on a picture. I could let's do this. So let's take him off here. Let's take her off. And then I will do, because I'll have you part of this. So, okay.
I will say the one scene that made me laugh was the scene where they're at the diner and they're waiting for Ozzy and the kid to come back. And he's like, and Timu Kevin Bacon's like, "Are you sure you don't want anything to eat?" She's like, "Well, I don't eat meat. I don't eat anything that kills animals." And all of a sudden he reaches under, pulls off her shoe and says, "You know, this is, you just killed a cow making this."
That's the hypocrisy. And he probably could have mentioned her jacket too, because I think that was a leather jacket. Might have been pleather, but it's that is the biggest hypocrisy when it comes to animal rights people, is they have no idea how much real leather is in their wardrobe, their furniture, their car. But yet it's bad to eat a cow, but yet you basically live in it. So I did find that funny. But see, but that's her turning back into the spoiled brat person, because she's like, "Oh, well, you know, where are these two people? I'm concerned. They said that they would be here," only then to turn into, "Well, what I want is a Perrier water." And then she lists something that's like expensive and fancy that obviously a diner wouldn't have. So God forbid she just, you know, maybe just have, I don't know, a dessert or something.
Have a freaking salad or something. Just have a regular salad, like a leafy green salad. And no, like, what was she, like, water chestnuts or something like that? Some weird, like, what? When she said it, I'm like, what even is that?
Yeah.
Like, oh.
It's because you're not rich and fancy, Donald, like she is.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So this is Horror Film Wiki, and it's list of deaths in the Leprechaun series. So I thought we'd look at each one. They have every one here, which is nice. So, okay. So on the first one, these are the deaths in the first Leprechaun movie. So Mrs. O'Grady, pushed downstairs, neck snapped. All these are done by the Leprechaun. Then did you like that death? Was that okay?
I mean, it was all right.
Okay. Then we have Joe, chest stomped 15 times with a pogo stick. Can't you just knock the pogo stick off?
I mean, I still thought it was hilarious.
I mean, it's a funny murder, but couldn't you then just with your hands be like, get the fuck off me, and just push him over? Like he wasn't weighed down by anything. Okay. I mean, Deputy Tippett, clawed in face, neck broken. I guess that's okay. Because in the retrospective, they talk about it was only when Leprechaun put his hand up and pulled his face down that we saw the blood. That was it. And then they did a reshoot where they had him kill him in the woods. So, which is better. So I give them that. And then the last one would be Daniel O'Grady, mauled and blood loss. So, not the most thrilling deaths. I mean, the dad does get his hands. That's when he's in like the old folks' home.
Okay, yeah, okay. Because I was looking, I'm like, oh, okay, the old man, okay. But you don't really see his death though. You just see that because she goes in to talk to him, and as soon as he turns around, he sees that it's the leprechaun in his skin or something.
Yeah. Or, something like that. Yeah. And then Dad gets bitten. Timu Kevin Bacon gets the bear trap on his leg, and fat dumb guy gets a bucket of paint poured on him because they have no idea how to paint. They don't tape windows. They don't put down the painting cloth. Like, what the fuck? You know, I know this is low budget and they only had a certain amount of time, but all they had to do was send one PA to a paint store or Lowe's or something, you know, whatever was available back then, and just buy a couple things, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably could have even gotten that shit for free, and they're just like, hey, you know, we'll put you at the end of the credits as a thank you. But I mean, that's to me was just lazy. But so that's for the second film. And then Leprechaun blows up, I think, right? He's in the well.
Well, no,
the kid slingshots the 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, and it gets stuck in his throat.
Yeah,
and then he just kind of like explodes, or like he
mutates,
kind of melts,
blah blah, falls into the well, and then comes back up all messed up, and then he goes down the well, and the well blows up.
They poured gasoline into it.
He pours gasoline into it.
She like, I'm not sure if it's Jennifer Aniston or I don't remember who. I know one of them people threw gasoline down it, lights a match, throws it down, and goes boom. Looks like a nuclear bomb explosion. Don't think gasoline explodes like that, but that's some pretty powerful gasoline.
Kevin Bacon does it because Leprechaun falls into a well, but his skeleton climbs out. Nathan pushes the Leprechaun back into the well, blows it up with gasoline.
Okay.
So
I knew it was one of them. I just didn't know which one.
Yeah, so that's not at all how the second movie starts. So
no.
So this is 1993.
Yes.
Its budget was $900,000.
Okay.
But it did make $8.5 million.
So it was a success.
Yeah. It made its money back. So anything else on the first one? Then we'll get to the second one.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Obviously you didn't, but
I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I mean,
it's not
where he gets his little go-kart thing that he's riding. I mean, no. Is that the second one where he has the go-kart? Yeah, that's the second one where he has the go-kart. This one he has the tricycle.
Well, he has the tricycle up first. He which I guess he got from the barn.
He's in a little car.
But yeah, he has the tricycle up first because when they go to the hospital, he rides behind them, and then when he goes because they take the gold piece to the pawn shop because they're trying to say, hey, can we get or the coin like person or whatever.
Yeah,
And he's like,
Poncho.
well, let me look into it, and so he puts it in the safe. And all of a sudden, he kills him, and there's a toy car there. He's like, "Ooh!" And then he drives
Oh,
that.
okay, so that's where he gets. Okay, so he gets the tricycle for the barn, the toy
Hmm.
car from like the pawn shop.
Hmm.
Okay, all right.
And then
Okay,
I guess he uses the cop car from when he kills the cop.
yeah,
Okay.
and the cop's kind of a dick. Well,
Yeah,
little man, little kid, isn't it pretty late for you? What is it your business,
like
cop?
I'm 600 years old.
Yeah, it's like even if it is a little kid riding around in that little electric car, what is it of your business? It's none of your
Right?
business. Why be a dick about it? Why not ask him if he's okay?
Yeah.
He's a little kid, that's what he thinks he is. So instead of maybe
Mhm.
being a dick. But yeah, so Leprechaun was okay. Leprechaun was all right. Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
It's not the
Um
best movie, but it's definitely not the worst.
no. And then we have Leprechaun 2. It shows a city in the background for Leprechaun 2. Is he in a city? He's more like in a town.
It's kind of a city.
Okay. All right.
I would say like a small city.
Okay. Um out of what we've seen out of the 4, I think this is the worst one.
I agree.
Um and my reason for thinking it's the worst one is this guy. Wow, did I not like him? Once again, why instead of having a dumb fat guy, now they have an old con man where in the retrospective of this, they're saying how funny he is and how great he is. And I'm just like, no, dude, this guy, he's uncomfortable to look at. And I hate grifters to begin with, fucking gypsies. And I I did not like this guy. I did not like this guy at all. What did you think?
I mean, I thought it was funny at first, but then it kind of got a little annoying, like throughout the movie. Like it definitely like, especially when he was trying to like, he was trying to, he's trying to negotiate with a drunk guy that's clearly passed out on the freaking bar. He's like, will you take it? And he puts his head up and goes,
I mean,
yes.
which is a very griftery thing to do. If you could put the pin in the passed out guy's hand, and then you have him sign, but it is his hand doing it, even though you're moving it, type of thing.
Mhm.
I just don't. I mean, I like the cameos. I like Clint Howard was in this. I thought that was cool. But it's I just don't like these people at
Yeah.
all. And it's once again, it's another cast that I actually think is worse than the first one. I'm glad this happened to him because he's such a greedy
Yeah.
guy
I mean,
that
at least he got what came to him. So I did appreciate that.
yeah. Well, and his nephew, yeah, because I think he's the uncle. We could see him in the door there.
Hmm.
He's telling him, "Don't do it, don't do it."
Yeah.
And it almost seems like with the leprechaun, even though he may screw you over, he seems legit on a lot
Hmm.
of things. Give me the coin, because once again, it's another coin thing. He has to find. We even have the shot of him, I think, counting the coins again, and he's like one short. Um, and and of course now he has to go kill everybody to get that one coin. So
Well,
am I right? Why?
did
No, the third one is the coin again.
the third one's coin? This was just he just has like a pot full of just random gold in this one. So they kind of did it like the first one was all the coins, and he's missing one. Second one was kind of like just like random golden objects inside of a pot. Then the third one they go back to the coins, and the fourth one they go back to this one. So they kind of like rotate it.
Well, okay, so it's the girl. It's the girlfriend that he wants. Because at the beginning of the
Yeah,
movie,
it's the bride. Yeah.
Yeah, that he has a, I don't know whether if you could call him a partner, but he says, okay, I'll let you go. I need to marry this girl. It ends up being the guy's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He kills the guy. And then I guess Leprechaun is put away. And then when he comes back out, he sees the girlfriend and same actress. And then he wants to marry her. So I think that's it. Because he does get her and he hides her. Well, okay. So with these people, God, this one was painful. I hated both of them. I could not stand them. I think he is a complete beta. He is a complete cuck. He is completely whipped. And she is a total bitch.
Oh.
She is horrible. And it's like, okay, I like the business that he and his uncle have. I like the Hollywood tours, like the horror tours or haunt tours. I like that. They got the car set up. You gotta overdo it, right? You gotta go, oh yeah, we're gonna go by where Charles Manson's people killed everybody, and it's just the outside of a house. And you gotta play it up and stuff. I get all that, that the showmanship and all that. And so I like their business. I like what they do. How long has this girl been dating this guy? Because if the uncle is a drunk, which he is throughout this movie until he dies, that at some point, her boyfriend, this guy, probably has had to run the tour by himself.
Yeah.
And she's a complete bitch about it. And it's just like, so you can't spend 2 hours with him because they're going to lose $300. This is obviously their bread and butter. Just do the tour, maybe work with him, on it to make it go by faster and maybe have some fun, and then go do your stupid shit that you want to go do. And it's, and there was something weird, even though I thought that she was really hot, there was something with her voice that I don't know if it was like ADR'd or something, but her voice was really weird. It had this weird tone to it.
Yeah.
That I'm like, is this her voice? But yeah, I don't know, man. What do you think?
The whole time I was just with her when the leprechaun kidnaps her, I was like, dude, I terrorize her, torture her, do something. Like I want to see her suffer. You know what I mean? Like I want to see her be like, like a spoiled little brat at the beginning, and then at the very end, she's like, I really appreciate my boyfriend. I'm sorry for being a total, jerk the entire time. Let's and if he was like, those little, shot off punk from the beginning, I wanted to see him grow, which he kind of does. I mean, but I don't know.
But he's. And
the entire time, again, I just wanted to see the leprechaun kind of terrorize her more.
Yeah, I mean, he is, because he finally gets her, takes her to his lair, which is this kind of underground type of thing, and she goes, this place is awful. No, it isn't. It really wasn't. It was actually very clean for being like a cave. It had furniture in it.
Being under a tree or something like that.
Yeah, you go through the tree and then you go down, because that's how he pops up. He doesn't come up from a well all messed up. He comes out of a tree, which is really never explained, I don't think. And then it just is. This isn't like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, or even Chucky, where Chucky, the next movie always picks up right where the last film ends with his death. And you see how he's kind of like brought back. And in even the Nightmare movies, like Nightmare 3, he's in the junkyard and the dog pisses on his grave and he pops up. There's a lot of these where you see how the villain was brought back. In these, they don't. It's just, okay, well, he'll come out of a tree. And it's just like, okay, well, I mean, now that I know that, I'm used to it. But okay, that's fine. But at the time, it was like, why is he not all burnt up? Why is he not coming out of a well or something?
I think what they were trying to do is every movie they gave you a little more of the Leprechaun's lore, which you could see they did more in the third movie. Fourth movie, not much, but at least this from the first movie to the second movie, you get a little more lore. Then the third movie, you get a lot more lore actually. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, once you kind of get used to that, these aren't really connected. It seems to be okay. You just have to realize, oh, okay, you could just watch any of these, and it wouldn't matter. Because when when Leprechaun takes her, down below, I don't think it's really that bad. And he gives her this dress to wear. And he's got the collar on her, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's obviously I wouldn't want to live in it. I mean, it's a cave underground. I mean, but when she goes, oh my God, this is awful. It's just like, stop being such a freaking prude. Stop being this bitch, man. It's like, and then she, when her boyfriend has to do the tour to keep the $300, then she immediately runs to another guy, same age type of thing, that's at the like the go-kart place. Yeah. And now all of a sudden her current boyfriend is a jerk. This guy at the go-kart place, because he pays attention to her, she's like, oh. And then later on, when she completely throws her boyfriend away and the guy from the go-kart place gives her a ride home and he tries to kiss her, she's like, whoa, I'm with so-and-so. And the guy's like, but I thought you guys broke up. Because she did it right there. And she's like, no.
Well, she technically didn't break up with him. She just said, he goes, well, I'll try to do better next time. And she's kind of like, well, what makes you think there's going to be a next time? Yeah. Basically, like screwing with him, but didn't actually say, we're done or anything like that. So,
right, yeah.
So,
but then the guy walks away, and he's just like, tease or bitch or something like that. And I completely agreed with him. It's just like, chick, what are you doing? Like, you're being now a dick to both guys. Like, I don't understand her character. I don't get it. It just made her look really bad. It made her original boyfriend, I think, just look like a total, beta. And then it made the guy from the go-kart place kind of look, I mean, like a toxic guy, because he wanted to, get a kiss from her. He thought that they broke up. So it's just like,
yeah, I mean, it was a weird scene, but I mean, his death was kind of brutal. I mean, I'm like, man, did he deserve that? No.
Oh yeah, Betty. I love how she's standing there, and then we cut to him going towards her breasts because she's topless, and it's obviously a double. It's like a body double, because you never see her face; you just see the breasts. And yeah, he goes into like a big fan, like his head goes into this big fan.
Well, it's the Leprechaun using his illusion, to make it look like it's her. So he's like, oh, boobies, and it's actually a fan.
That death wasn't bad. That I thought was okay. So
it was a unique death. I will give it that.
Yeah, and so there's. I have a different picture of. So, we got a picture of him looking at this one. I think his clothes are a little different.
Yeah, like I think he changes a little bit in every movie. It's not a whole lot, but it's like you can definitely tell like he looks a little different in every movie. So I kind of appreciate that, especially if we're going off the thing that it's not the same Leprechaun every movie.
Oh, you think it's like a different Leprechaun?
Well, that's pretty much what what they're going with, right? I mean, it's still Warwick Davis, but it's not. But you know, every movie the Leprechaun does. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I think he's different there. But it's well, because he actually has a name. He's just not Leprechaun. It's Ludden. Ludden the Leprechaun. So let's see if they give him a name in the first film.
I don't think they gave him. Did they give him? Is that his name in the second one?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that he had a name. I just thought he was just the Leprechaun.
Yeah, and in the first film, he is just the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
But in the second one, yeah, he actually, I'm looking at cast. And they do mention it in the retrospective that he has a name.
Okay.
But they just constantly call him Leprechaun.
Yeah.
So, but so with the, so then let's take a look at the deaths here. Okay, so for part 2, we got a little more.
Yeah.
So William O'Day, bless you.
Thank you.
So lifted, neck snapped by magical collar, and then dropped.
Yeah.
How was that one? Was that one okay?
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. Then there's shown in shadow. So Leprechaun. Okay, so Ian, face put into propellers. Oh, that's the one that we were just talking about. It does say killer Leprechaun. Oh, on screen, no. He's seen in shadow. So I guess he wasn't.
Yeah, because you didn't see him. You didn't see like the blood and gore or anything coming from. That's one thing I will say about this series. It's not really bloody. Like there's blood and stuff in it, but you're not gonna see like blood and gore too much. At least in the first 4. I mean, you might see a little here and there, but it's not over the top.
Yeah, maybe they thought like kids, because he's a Leprechaun, would watch it a little bit more. They definitely wanted it to be R. The original film they were going to do as PG-13, but then they said, no, this needs to be R. So, so it's a little violent, but not too violent.
Yeah, and plus there's nudity in the second and the third one. I'm not sure if In Space had any nudity or not.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no. First one didn't either, so.
Then there's Waiter, who's Michael McDonald, who's from Fridays. He's always funny. He's also in Austin Powers and stuff like that too. Yeah. Face, the coffee maker. God, I'm blanking.
Oh, the coffee shop guy.
Yeah, your face is. It's not spoiled. Your face is.
It was the one where he sprayed the hot mist into his face, or the hot coffee into his face.
I'm trying to think of this word here. It's not clicking with me. It's boiled. No, it's scoiled. It's scalled. It's your face is, when it's burnt, it is called what? I'm blanking. I cannot say this word for some reason. It's not clicking with my brain. But his face
I can't really see the word, so.
SCALDED. Your face is you're burned, so your face is what? I know. I could see it in my head. Well, fuck it. I don't care. So so his face got boiled with a coffee steamer, which I think is stupid, because why couldn't he just do this? He's standing and his hands have forks on him, and he's why couldn't he just do this? Just go down.
Because he was kind of up against the machine, if you remember.
There's nothing behind him, so just go like this.
Well, I mean, then he would have to have ripped his hands up. I don't know.
He could have avoided that. Completely could have avoided it. I mean, it's fine. It's a fun death.
It was a cold scene. It was a cold death.
So it was fine. It was okay, but he could have moved out of the way, I think, very easily. Morty, stomach ripped open. That's with the gold inside.
Yeah.
I was very happy about that.
That was a well-deserved death scene. I will give him that.
Yeah.
That was like in the whole movie, I'm kind of like, man, this guy's a jerk. I mean, I didn't expect him to die, but it was like, yeah, he got what he deserved.
Yeah, yeah.
And even the leprechaun's like, you're a greedy one, aren't you? And it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I want your pot of gold. All right, I'll give you the pot of gold. You didn't, but so and the leprechaun was nice enough. He gave him his pot of gold. Morty didn't say how he wanted it, so he put it in his stomach.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's kind of a monkey's paw thing was added into that. So,
Yeah.
You wish something, but then you get it in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Security guard ran over with go-kart. I guess that there was Warwick Davis says that the scene was actually originally longer. They did shoot it, but they just kept it here. It was more comic-y. And so they cut it and just made it more horror, which he thought was a disappointment to see.
Yeah.
And then, oh wow, they actually have the leprechaun death on here. Chest impaled with wrought iron rod, a wrought iron bar, blown up, and that's done by Cody.
Yeah.
And then it says resurrected after that. So, because I think Cody is like he's faking being dead.
Yeah, he faked the death because he's like, I got my shilling, and it was actually the chocolate gold coin that he got from the leprechaun from the bar.
Yeah, it was in a bunch of like Charles Band movies for like Full Moon and stuff. Yeah, Empire Pictures. Yeah. So he goes to bite on it, and it's just the chocolate. Because it says here, Leprechaun forces Cody to stab himself in the chest with the iron stake. Cody's death is a ruse. He knew it was. He knew of the trick, as he actually gave the leprechaun a chocolate coin. Still immune to harm, Cody stabs the leprechaun with the stake, causing him to combust. Leprechaun or Cody and Bridget escape, and they discard the coin. So he gets on fire. Which was actually a good fire. I like that. The fire stuff. Did you? Pretty sure I pulled a picture for it. In fact, I did, but where is it? Did you like? Oh no, that's the third one. Okay, never mind. So, and then because I have it, here's another picture of Warwick Davis, this leprechaun.
Yeah.
So we got that. So that's looking good. So anything else on part 2?
I mean, I think we pretty much touched everything. I mean, it's definitely. I definitely didn't like it as much as I enjoyed the first one. But I mean, now that I know that these are really not connected, I don't know if I'll ever watch the second one again.
Yeah. I like the director. I like when they spoke to him, because he had to make this movie. It has to be as good or better than the first one. Because that's the only thing that they have to go off of. So I enjoyed his conversation, but this one has, if we're going off of the budget, so this one came out in '94. It's also known as One Wedding and Lots of Funerals. In the UK, it has an alternate name.
Okay.
But so its budget, wow, much higher budget, 1.5 million. And it only made 2.3 million.
So it made its money back, but not by much.
Yeah. So
okay. Well, I mean, back then, and man, can we go back to the low budgets like today? Actually make these people get creative with their movies.
No.
I guess not.
No.
We all gotta have.
Blumhouse did that originally. If you look at their first bunch of movies, everything's like 2 million, 3 million. And then as they got more and more popular and started doing more and more franchises, all of a sudden it's 5 million, 10 million, 20 million. So, but that was the idea was
we all got to have our CGI and all that good stuff.
yes, and our 28 sequels. So, which is fine in some things, but not fine in others.
I want to go back.
Yeah.
I don't like it here.
Take me home. All right, so now we're on Leprechaun 3, Leprechaun in Vegas. I enjoyed this one. It was a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Like I said, I live in Vegas, so I know some of the areas that he went to. But a lot of this is on a set.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Uh-huh.
Is it true what they say in the movie that once you're in Vegas, you can never leave Vegas?
Oh fuck yeah! I completely I laughed at that. I LOL'd on that one because, and I hear this from everybody, and I'm one of those people that have said it. You originally, I mean, Vegas is now getting more and more expensive, but when I came out here almost 20 years ago, the idea was I'm going to get a cheap apartment, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to get some money, and then I'm going to just move to a different state. California has become too expensive. Well, like I said, I've now been out here like 20 years. I don't plan on leaving because you do get stuck. You just it's still cheaper than most places to live. But yeah, you only plan on being out here for a couple of years and then it's 20 years later. I hear it all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm gonna have to ask John, is that true?
It's 100%.
So you just confirmed it. So Leprechaun 3 is telling the truth.
It is. It is.
So don't move to Vegas if you don't plan on staying there.
Yeah, the writer said that he did go to Vegas, and that's how he kind of wrote this. But I'm guessing they probably spoke to somebody who lived in Vegas and said that, because that is definitely a Vegas thing to say.
Okay.
But I enjoyed this one, so this would be my second favorite out of them. What did you think of it?
I enjoyed it, man. I definitely, again, like I said, I enjoy that each movie is its own thing and it does something a little different. It's not just like the same formula. So I will give these movies credit. You know, even the second one, it was different than the first one. Even though I didn't enjoy the second one as much, it's still very different. So I thought and this one being in Vegas, I laughed. I probably laughed at this one the most out of all of them, because especially when the leprechaun's like, "Ooh, the city of gold! I'm gonna rob them blind."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yep."
Oh, I also have, and I don't think you can see it. I forgot to show this. We were talking about stuff. I do have a Leprechaun Funko Pop.
Oh, nice.
And this is from the movie, so
that's the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I ever got to meet Warwick Davis, I could have him sign it. So
there you go.
Yeah. So he sits there with my other horror people. We'll just set it back. We'll put it right here. And for people who haven't noticed it, I do have a box of Lucky Charms right there. So it was, I bought it as a prop, but it will be used for breakfast for the next few days. So there you go.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
They are. They are.
Why does everyone laugh when I say that? They are after me, Lucky Charms.
Me, Lucky Charms. For me, because somebody told me I used to look like Fred Flintstone. So I guess they would always be after my Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh boy.
Or Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, so let's look at some of the other things in here. This poster I thought was funny. I like that one with him just standing in front of the casino.
Okay. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. But so we have our cast. And well, first Leprechaun gets to Vegas. And because a pawn shop, a guy comes in, wheels in like a statue of Leprechaun. So once again, this is never brought up in the last movie. Somehow between the two films, he was put into a statue.
Right?
Right. And
Like,
then
read it, and the guy's all beat up. He's limping. He's missing a hand. It's like, what happened between?
I want to know what happened between the movies.
Right? I was like, man, and that's one thing I will knock against this movie. The whole time I'm like, we're not gonna get answers to that? Really? Oh, okay. So it was just a way to get the leprechaun to Vegas. And he needed
Yes,
$20 for gas, and he sold it.
yeah, to get out of Vegas. And which is funny is this is the beginning of that movie, The Monkey, the Stephen King, Oz Perkins film, James
Okay.
Wan too, it's not a pawn shop, but I think it's like kind of like an ammo bait type of store.
Mhm.
And the guy comes in with the monkey and he's all beat up and everything.
Okay.
And of course, everything bad goes. So I almost wonder if Oz Perkins saw Leprechaun 3 and went, oh, I like that beginning. Let's do it for the monkey. Because it literally is the same thing. The beat up guy brings in the object that the movie is called.
Yeah.
And then it kills the guy, behind the counter. And
Okay.
and so it might be coincidence, who knows? But it's somehow
Maybe the director was a fan of Stephen King. Because well, maybe I don't know.
Well, Oz Perkins is a fan of Stephen King.
Oh, okay. So
the monkey, which is brand new, only a year
oh,
old.
okay. So this isn't the monkey's not a uh is not a adaptation of Stephen King short story. It is okay, but he added the first part to it.
I think so. I remember it's in Skeleton Crew. I remember reading it a long time ago, but it's a very short story.
It's been so long since I don't think
I've
read that one.
I think I think it just deals with the monkey in the short story. It's very short, and Oz Perkins just built it out. So it just seems incredibly similar to Leprechaun 3.
Okay. I was thinking maybe Stephen King wrote that, but now I got that completely confused. So Oz Perkins just made his own version of the beginning of
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. That
and it could have come from
bad.
this. Yeah. So I forget, how does Leprechaun come out of the statue?
There's supposedly he has a necklace on him, and when he takes the necklace off, he takes the necklace off, and then because he's stone, and I guess because the guy even tells him, he goes, whatever you do, don't touch that necklace. Don't touch the necklace.
And by saying that, of course, any of us would take it off.
They'd be like, oh, it's a pretty necklace. I like it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, this is worthless.
Yeah. And it's and then that's because none of that is brought up in the previous film. So something happened. And it's but now we meet a guy. Why can't the men be men in this? Maybe Timu Kevin Bacon is a little bit more of a man. But we meet up with, I just get tired of just these girly men. So the main actor in this, he won an Academy Award for screenwriting. He's now an Academy Award winning screenwriter. That's not bad. Going from Leprechaun 3 to winning an Academy Award, not too bad.
Okay.
What did he win? Because he's Scott. And for the movie Flight with Denzel Washington, best original screenplay.
Oh, okay. So Leprechaun 3 didn't win an Academy Award.
No, sadly it did not. But
I mean, surprised?
No, I mean, it might have won a Razzie for something, but no, definitely not an Academy Award. but I don't mind. He's driving through town to get to San Diego, I think he says, because he's going to school, and
Hmm.
he does have the giant check that his parents gave him.
Yeah.
He is just so naive, so incredibly naive.
Yeah.
And I think the actress didn't make any more movies after this. Like, she just left. She just split the film industry because in the retrospective, nobody knows what happened to her. She's like, oh,
Oh
she
wow.
made this movie and then just disappeared.
I mean,
So
I didn't think she was a bad actress either. She was actually really good. I think out of all the acting, I think hers was the best.
yeah, she is in. I can't even click on her name.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think she
So
just got.
maybe this was like a one-time thing for her. She needed money and she decided to make a movie, and there you go.
Yeah, and they mentioned the coat thing is her idea because she thought she exposed too much. So she put on the coat, which is disappointing because it's Vegas. You're a a magician's assistant, kind of like a showgirl type of thing.
Hmm.
So you're supposed to be showing skin. It's Vegas, you
I mean,
know.
isn't that the whole getup? I mean, you're not there for the magic trick. You're there for the hot girl.
Yeah, but I guess she didn't really like that. So I didn't mind her character. I thought she was fine. I thought, yeah, she was a good actress, very good
Mhm.
looking, great body on her. He's a little too naive, but I too kind of like that he gets into everything. Because he's supposed to be underaged. Uh, she works at the casino, so she's the correct age, but he is
Mhm.
underaged. So she tells him, well, you can walk around the casino, just don't gamble. And of course, he has this giant check with him that he then cashes in and becomes addicted to gambling. But he
Yeah.
does win all this money because of the leprechaun. And
Yeah.
because he has the coin, he takes the coin. And this is the one where it's just repeating the first film because you see Leprechaun counting the pot.
Yeah.
He gets up to 99 and where is my coin? And
Yeah. Well, this is the only one that. Well, this one adds on to like the coin. You can make a wish,
yeah.
and your wish will come true. In some cases, it kind of like messes them. It's kind of like how you said with like the monkey's paw. Like, it's like, oh hey, you can make the wish, but it might make you like rich and famous for a little while, but then it's gonna mess you up later.
Well, all of his money, if he had quit, well, no, because I think if the what it looks like is you make the wish on the coin. If the coin goes to somebody else, you lose your wish.
Yeah.
Like, it disappears. So
But
I was gonna
then
say if he made all that money, he should have just given the coin back to Leprechaun and then left with all the money.
but
But
then
maybe the
he
money
did
would have disappeared.
but he didn't lose the money though. From what I understand,
Oh yeah,
he
he
still
has
has.
those two wads of cash
Mhm.
that he puts into his jack. So there's inconsistencies
Yeah.
because you also have uh what's her face who was from Texas 2, Texas Meat Massacre 2,
Yeah.
and so you have Caroline Williams, and you see these women all the time here in Vegas.
Yeah.
They are probably in their 40s, maybe early 50s. They all look rough, like they've
Mhm.
been in the sun for way too long, and or in like a bad marriage or something. They look incredibly rough.
Yeah.
um and that's her thing, is that she wants the coin so she
Make it
can be that
look 20.
bombshell that she wants,
Yeah.
which I don't think she did. I thought she kind of ended up looking like a lesbian, but
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So it's like, okay, if that's what you want to
I
look like.
I mean, when they showed her, and she's like, "Oh, make me beautiful again." I'm like, um, kind of look better older.
Yeah,
Kind of
I
looked
agree.
better the other way, like
I
what she
agree.
looks like right now.
Yeah, I agree with
So,
that. And then the guy next to her is the magician,
mhm.
who's like a like a low time, magician guy in Vegas, and the room is never full and all that. So he gets the coin and says, I want to be the world's greatest musician. I'm sorry, magician.
Yeah.
But yet he still stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
If he was the next David Copperfield or something, why would you still be in Vegas? Or if he was, then it would be like, was it David Blaine, where you would have your whole show to yourself? You would be at the Luxor, and you would have the billboards with his name on it. Yeah. And he would be in front of 1,000 people performing. Instead, he wants to be the world's greatest musician, but yet goes back into the theater that just has shitty people in it.
Yeah.
But it's a low-budget movie.
Well, when you see him performing as the greatest magician ever, he does have a lot more people in there, and more people are like clapping and because in the first when you see him do it the first time before he even makes the wish, you have this couple that's making out. You have this one couple that's just like,
right.
Like they're really not interested. Like some of them, I think, is just employees of the place. Like hey, we have to pay you to go in there because we gotta have some people in there. So I don't know.
Yeah, it should have been that. And like I said, I get it. It's low budget. I think each of these was like 14 days to shoot or something. So you have a very limited amount of time to do these. But it's I didn't. Yeah, I mean, if you had more people in there, at least that's better. But it should be, once again, maybe just kind of go get a banner or something and put it up. Show that he's better, like a poster. Just buy one poster. And put it up in a hallway, and he walks past it, and it says limited time only, world's greatest magician, theater 12, something like that. And he's like, yeah, that type of thing, just to show that it is, because I'm not seeing the world's greatest musician. I keep saying musician, magician. So I thought that was a little weird. You do get the mafia guys, which I thought was fun. I like that because Vegas, of course, has its mafia people. And then we'll show Warwick Davis here because, like I said, I try to get a picture from each movie. So he still looks good, even though they're on the third movie, and they could just be doing cheap. He still looks good. He's still sitting through all the makeup and everything. So I like that. I like the consistency of them, still making him look good.
And like I said, he looks a little different in every movie, but it's not like it's very slight. It's not like you can definitely tell like they definitely had different makeup artists and stuff in every movie. But he still looks good though.
Yeah, I think the main guy from I think it's the same guy. Because he's interviewed, I think, in all 4 movies, or at least the first 3. But he probably has a different crew. So, this I forgot. I was saying before Leprechaun gets to Vegas, I did like that they had him with Elvis. That I enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
Because you gotta have Elvis in there. If you're in Vegas, you gotta have Elvis. It's Elvis and magicians are the big thing in Vegas. So, but it is funny that he pulls up in a limo. I don't know any Elvis that pulls up in a limo. So they normally pull up to the back of the building and go in, because these are just tribute shows. So, but the limo thing is funny. Did you like? Well, we'll do this death, and then I'll go to this other thing. This was a weird death.
Yeah, that was definitely a choice.
Which this makes more sense in part 4 because at least it's science fiction. But it's like, he's like the manager or owner of the casino. He wants to hook up with the, our lead girl, and he does get the coin. So, and he wishes that the lead girl would fall for him. He gives, then all of a sudden, Caroline Williams takes it. the spell is broken, and she runs out. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she runs out. This girl is on the TV, right? Like
Yeah,
she's
he
like,
can, yeah, the TV turns on and it's her talking like hey whatever the Mark or whatever his name is, and she's like, hey, like get ready for me, and then all of a sudden she comes out of the TV, and it's at first you're seeing it's just a regular chick, and then all of a sudden she starts making out with him, and then the leprechaun turns up on the TV, starts talking like he's like keeps mentioning his name. He's like, dude, let's mention my name. She's like, no, it's not. You didn't hear your name.
well, and him being on the TV are different ads that you would see in
Yeah.
Vegas. There's like the fortune teller.
Hmm.
There's I think he plays a lawyer. So it's like the
Yeah.
different things that you would see in Vegas. And then I think once Caroline Williams takes the coin, the chick then turns into this robot, which is not mentioned in the retrospective of why
Well,
she turns into a
no,
robot.
well, no. I think he when the girl gets the coin, that's when the magician's assistant girl like wakes up like, whoa, what are you doing? She
Yeah,
runs
Caroline Williams,
out,
yeah, takes the coin. The other girl wakes up. That's right. I said that too, and I
runs
completely.
out, and then I guess this is just one of the leprechaun's illusions because he's kind of screwing with them.
Oh, so that's right. So the leprechaun just turns her into this weird robot.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
and then the robot kills him. So,
yeah. He's like,
but
he says something like, how would you like being electrocuted? Or something like, this would be shocking, or something like that.
yeah, I mean, it's a great looking robot. I mean, it
Yeah,
looks really cool. It's almost like somebody goes, "Hey, I have a robot. We could use it for somebody's death," because it has nothing to do with Vegas. It has nothing to do with this movie. I don't even know why a leprechaun would know about this. It's weird. It's very
I
weird.
mean, it's kind. I look at it. It's almost like Morty's death from the first movie. How he kills him with the pot of gold in the stomach.
Uh huh.
This one's kind of like a lust thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna kill you for being a lustful person.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sure.
That's
Why not?
it's kind of what
Why
I'm
not?
looking at it like that.
Okay. Yeah. Might as well. Sure. Okay. Why not? I mean, that makes just as much sense as anything else.
Yeah.
And then what did you think of our lead actor becoming a leprechaun? He
I
looks
don't
more
know,
like a werewolf.
man. I I don't know, man. That's like the only thing I didn't particularly care for. But I guess, I mean, if you were watching the little cartoon that was playing on the computer, I guess they had to do something with that information. So they're like, "Hey, two leprechauns can't stand being in the same place as one another."
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I the accent got to me a little bit, but I guess he would have to have it to be a leprechaun.
Hmm.
I thought it was okay because who knows, maybe they originally wanted two Warwick Davises together,
It's
kind of like
possible.
having two Terminators together or something, and they couldn't do it. So they said, okay, well, let's have this guy turn into a leprechaun. So then we still have the two leprechauns. I thought it
And
was
then
okay. I mean, it was fine, but it's
I thought
different.
it
It
was
hasn't been done in the other two movies.
I thought it was hilarious how they had like in the little cartoon they were playing on the computer. They're like a leprechaun's favorite food is potatoes, and he goes to the restaurant and she's like here's a baked potato, here's mashed potatoes, here's French fries, here's and last but not least pancake potatoes, and he's like.
Yeah, I guess he was okay. Yeah, I guess this was all right. This wasn't too bad. Yeah. At least
It wasn't bad.
I don't think it's so far out of the three movies, none of them have really copied each other too much.
No,
You know.
that's what I'm saying. Like at least in every movie, it's different. Like like you said earlier in this recording, different there's different rules in every movie. Like the first one, he doesn't have power unless he has his gold. And the second one was okay, he's trying to steal like a wife or something, and then this one is the coin grants you a wish, and it could be, you know, devastating or not devastating. Kind of a
Yeah.
game.
Oh man. And I'm telling you, man, Leprechaun in part 2, he dodged a bullet by not marrying her. Man, did he dodge a bullet. That is oh man. And she was, yeah, she was awful. I mean, if you're gonna marry anybody, marry the chick from this film, because she's not like a
Right?
spoiled little brat. So, and of course, if you're in Vegas, you need to follow Vegas stuff. So it's here he's doing the magician is in the box. So they mentioned the reason why the magician's hands, you can see it here that one of his hands is in a glove,
Mhm.
is because there's a scene where he walks out a door, and I believe it's Caroline Williams kicks the door shut. She didn't realize that because the door didn't close all the way, he was using his hand to push the door. So when she kicked it, his finger got caught in the door and basically severed off his finger. So they
Oh
had to rush
shoot.
him to the hospital, get stitches to put like his finger back on correctly, and it was all bandaged up. And so they had his character near the end, have the gloves on.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Ooh,
yeah, drama on
poor guy.
Leprechaun 3. But this
Poor
also
guy, man.
reminded me of the H.G. Lewis movie, The Wizard of Gore, where the magician whose illusions come true. Great movie if you've never seen it.
Mhm.
He saws a girl in half, and she's fine, right? He opens the box, she gets out, she's fine, and then later on, when she's at home, she cuts in half as the illusion
Yeah.
disappears later. It's
Yeah.
great, and so they
Okay.
kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but I liked him sawing him through and then pulling it open, and his guts are all hanging out. So
Mhm.
I think the murders in this one were pretty good.
Yeah, this one definitely was a little bit more gorier than the other ones. I mean, it wasn't like still wasn't quite over the top, but this scene was like, ooh.
Well, they had said up to this one, um, like part 1 did great, part 2 did not. This was direct to video, but
Mhm.
as far as direct to video goes, because this was Vidmark, it was the highest grossing. It had the most rentals. It was like huge for Vidmark. So it was for these direct to videos movies that would be on like Blockbuster Video, Hollywood Video, and all these other
Yeah.
shelves. When all these companies were trying to fill those spots,
Mhm.
this was huge. Like this was like the biggest horror movie of like that year.
Yeah.
So, which
Yeah.
is really nice. But this doesn't give us, um, yeah, it only gives us a budget 1.2. But I guess because it's video, it's not going to give us the how much
Yeah.
money it made. So,
Yeah.
but so let's look at the murders here. Um, okay, so on here for Leprechaun 3, 1994, are there even more murders? Did they? Yeah, they just keep increasing the murders.
Yeah,
Um,
I kind of appreciate that. Make every
yeah,
movie make it bigger and better.
yeah, I completely agree with that. Um, so okay, so except for one thing, everybody is Leprechaun. So strangled with food. How do you say group like Groupta? Groupta, I think is her name. Strangled with phone cord.
That's the pawn shop owner.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he has like, okay, yeah, because I think he's supposed to be like an Indian,
Mhm.
from like, yeah, guy. Okay, yeah, Leprechaun on screen. Mitch is the guy who's electrocuted by Sexbot.
Yeah.
Um, Art beaten to death. beaten to death. Do you remember that? You seem to be having a better memory than I am about this stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, I think does a leprechaun? Yeah, he has something and he's hitting him.
Oh man, I'm
I
drawing a
think
blank on that one.
yeah, so am I.
What's the
Maybe
name
because
again?
Art?
Art.
Who is Art? Let me go back to cast here. Tom Duggan. Let's see. Does not have a picture of him. Tom Duggan actor. Maybe if I Google him and see what comes up. Maybe there's a picture and I'll remember.
Oh, is he the one of the security guards? The mobster guy.
Oh yeah, there's the two mobster guys. The guy with like the white hair and then kind of like the dumb guy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's one of them that gets the leprechaun just keeps kind of like just starts.
he's using something to hit him. I don't
Yeah,
think it's like a bat. It's something. It's I don't know what it is.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then Loretta, who'd be Caroline Williams, breasts, buttocks, and lips inflated with magic blows up. That would make you laugh.
I'm telling you, man, that was hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. She's like, ah! I'm telling you, man. I think I laughed harder at this movie than any of them. So.
Yeah, that's
that
almost
scene
something.
was hilarious.
Like if it was Leprechaun in Beverly Hills, that would be a good one for one of those people that gets all the plastic surgery.
Yeah,
that would work. Like a Kardashian type of ripoff.
There you go.
Then we have morgue attendant stabbed 5 times with different weapons. It is by Leprechaun. On screen, no. Body is found.
Yeah, it's like an off-screen thing because when she takes the boy, the main character guy that's turning into the leprechaun, when she takes him to the hospital and then the leprechaun shows up and I guess kills the morgue guy.
Poor morgue guy. He didn't do anything. He was just
yeah, right. All he was doing was taking a nap.
I know. Rude. Fazio, who's the magician, cut in half with chainsaw. That was a good one.
I think out of all the deaths, that was the one that was well deserved.
Yeah, he was
because he was a jerk. He was the Morty of this movie.
Yes. Oh yeah. And then Leprechaun, gold burned with flamethrower with fire. Why am I'm having a hard time again? Incinerated. Well, whatever. It's close enough.
Incinerated, yeah.
Thank you. By Scott and Tammy. So, yeah. And I sent this to, I love flamethrowers. I want to own a flamethrower. I want to make a whole movie about about a person using a flamethrower. So I sent this picture to OGP and I said, I think this might be my favorite movie so far because flamethrower. I'm just like, I love flamethrowers. It is. And so that was so awesome because I was praying that, they say in screenwriting, if you introduce a gun in the first act, you need to use it in the third act. So in a lot of these, like even the first film with the slingshot, the little kid has it and he shoots the dumb guy. So they've introduced the slingshot and that he can use it. In this, the magician uses, the flamethrower and we see it work and everything. And it's for an act that he wants to do. And I'm just like, oh my God, please use that. Please, you got to use it. You got to use it on somebody.
Yeah.
I don't care if the leprechaun kills somebody with it or they kill leprechaun. I got to have it. And so between 1, 2, and 3, I'm like, this is my favorite one, all because of this scene. And he's just a little chunky, messed up, burnt up leprechaun at the end. So I love that. I thought that was great.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would have did that and then kind of turned on him and actually seen him burn. But I guess because they were killing the gold mate, because they're burning the gold. I guess whatever happens to the gold happens to the leprechaun.
Yeah.
Like it's like the
Yeah.
gold is like, I don't know. This is gonna be a weird comparison, but you remember in Pirates of the Caribbean where how they kill Davy Jones by stabbing his heart.
Okay. Right. Right.
So that's kind of that the gold to the leprechaun is like Davy Jones' heart.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Kind of like that's why I'm making that comparison.
Okay. Okay. All right. That works. Okay. Sure. Okay. So anything else on part 3?
I mean, I enjoyed it. It was good. I definitely liked the Vegas thing. Now, another question I did have: did they do Vegas justice in this movie?
Yes, because they got, even though some of these places didn't exist, like
Yeah.
I knew that Lucky Charm, casino doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We do get to see some of the old school casinos that are no longer here.
Hmm.
So I would say so. I think they melded it
Okay.
together. I mean,
Okay.
Zack Snyder did that uh Vegas of the Dead movie or whatever it's called,
Hmm.
Army of the Dead, and it's supposed to be Vegas, and not one hotel is correct because they shot
Okay.
it in like New Mexico, but it's
Okay.
supposed to be Vegas. So for me,
Well,
no.
but the well, that's why I was wondering because I'm like it's the whole movie's based in Vegas. And you being in Vegas, you live. You see this every day.
Yeah,
That's why I was wondering, did they do it justice?
I think they did, and I used to live right by the strip. Like I was a walking distance of the strip, so
Okay.
I would see a lot of the stuff that's there. I think they
Okay.
did. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If I didn't know that these were um like the Ambassador Hotel,
Mhm.
I would think, okay, well, maybe they got to use part of a casino.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so yeah,
Cool
yeah. I
deal.
thought that they did a yeah, I thought they did a pretty good job with it.
So let me ask you one more question.
Sure.
Do they do they actually have I know this is going to be a really dumb question, but do they have slot machines in the hospitals?
I want to say yes to that. Uh, uh, there are slot machines everywhere, like
Okay,
literally everywhere.
because when during the hospital scene like that they were showing like I don't know if it was an older person or they were showing someone playing a slot machine. I'm like, do they have slot machines at the Vegas hospital?
They're
Like,
everywhere. I mean, it
okay,
is you could probably go into like a gamblers anonymous meeting and there would still be slot machines sitting there. They are everywhere. I mean,
okay.
yeah, it is. You cannot walk into a place without seeing a slot machine.
So it's a possibility that a Vegas hospital will have
It's
slot
possible.
machines.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's very
okay.
possible.
That answers my question. Thank you, man.
It's
Thank you
very
very much.
possible. Yeah, yeah. I could be wrong. I've been to 2 hospitals. I'm not sure if I saw any, but I would not put it past them
Yeah,
because why would they spend money on getting a slot machine to put inside a hospital? It was probably already there.
yeah. Okay,
So I'm thinking some of them might. Yeah, not every
okay.
one, but
No,
probably
no.
some of them do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I got there. Okay. So our last one here, part 4, Leprechaun in space. Badoom. There he is in space. This is my favorite
Yeah.
one. I think it's the most fun. I think that it is. I love it being this whole spoof on kind of aliens and Full Metal Jacket. The guy, the sergeant in this, the reason why he's acting like he does is because he tried out for the sergeant in Full Metal Jacket and didn't get it. Arlie Remy did. So that's why they're having him act this way in this movie. Is he's basically doing what he would have done in Full Metal Jacket.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Another one.
What after I watched this movie, I sent you a message on Facebook. I said, "Hey, I just watched Leprechaun 4 in space." Your your response was, "I'm sorry."
I did not understand your response, but I did say I'm sorry because I'd already sat through 3 of these, 2 on
Oh,
one day
okay.
and now 2 on the other, and I'm like, I am Leprechaun burnt out. I can't deal with Leprechaun anymore. I'm so
Oh,
glad this
okay.
is over. I don't think
Okay.
it's horrible. I think it's the most fun out of all of them.
Okay.
I love stuff in space. I think it's great. It's not
So
the
that's what threw me off because I was like, was Leprechaun 4 in space that bad? Did you hate it?
most people think
Because
it's the worst one.
I mean, I enjoyed it for the most part, but because I know you're the guy that loves the in space. You love taking someone that shouldn't be in like take a character and put it somewhere where they should not be. And I was like, oh, the Leprechaun in space. What?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that was a misunderstanding. Okay, I got you.
Well, yeah, it's I wasn't giving context to it, but it's people normally say that when a movie goes to space, Fast and Furious even went to space. They launched a car into space because they had to destroy a satellite. So they put jet engines on the back of a car, and then
Yeah.
they go into space to take out the. So they normally say it's the last place where a movie goes to die is if you send them to
Okay.
space, and I disagree with that. Now, I did not understand your message. You did like 3 words. Where's my phone? And I'm like, I
I
don't know what
said,
this means, but I'm
I
gonna.
said, I said, I just finished Leprechaun 4 in space.
No, so okay. So I said, oh no. Okay, so this was for Leprechaun. So you went, so I said Leprechaun is not a good movie. You wrote that's got
Okay.
that's a got take. Wow, I just watched the first one last night thinking it was going to be terrible, LOL. But then you wrote hot, not got, LOL. And I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
Okay, so I was trying to say, wow, that's a hot take.
Oh,
And
okay.
for some reason Facebook auto-corrected and said that's a got take. And I'm like, no, it's not what I meant at all. That's why I said hot, not got.
I'm like, I'll ask him when we're doing the video what that means. So
Okay. I blame Facebook. That's my story, and I'm sticking to
as you should.
it.
Um,
Mark Zuckerberg.
and of course, this is you got to spoof stuff. So Leprechaun here has his lightsaber that he takes out the like the back of the legs or the shins of one of the guys. So I did like the lightsaber joke. And
I mean, he's
where's
in space. Why not? I mean, this is the perfect franchise to make fun of other stuff.
yeah, and then we have our guys here, and I tried to find a good picture of the sergeant here in drag, but I could not find a good one. But Leprechaun does control him. He does get into drag, and
Oh
the
yeah,
actor talks about it
this
in a
is
retrospective, and he said he had a lot of fun. So,
this is drag
and
before drag was cool.
yeah, and the black guy in this, he was in Friday the 13th: A New Beginning. He's the one who gets killed in the outhouse because he has those damn enchiladas, and he has to go
Okay.
shit. So,
Yeah.
and this the girl back here, not our main girl, the one back here with the tank top, I thought she was gorgeous. Um, and
Yeah,
then
they kind of did her dirty.
yeah, and then the tall guy that's back here, they wanted to get who was it? Oh God, they said that he looks like the actor. God, I hate getting old and blanking. But he looks like it wasn't Schwarzenegger. Um he looks like the actor. They got him. That's one of the reasons why they picked him, is that he looks like the big time actor that they wanted to play in this. I'm blanking.
Okay.
Fuck, I should write shit down. But they got him for that, and he knows that he looks like this particular actor. Got him. I can't. Is there anything on here for like trivia? But I don't think so. Yeah, I don't. It annoys me. It's like I could see the same. This is the same director also as part 3.
Yeah.
So it's. I'm just trying to look here in. According. Okay, so the executive Tom Hanks, Dr. Leprechaun, Tonight Show. Soundtrack. No, I can't. Maybe I'll think of who it is. I just can't think of who the actor is. Fuck
Okay.
me. But that was the God. I now want to know. It's really bugging me. But anyways, so and then I liked everybody in this. This is one of the few ones where I actually liked everyone. I think I liked all the actors in 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So,
I thought this one was. I like how he, the same director from 3 came back and made it even more weirder. So I definitely like the guy and the guy that they were working for, which we'll talk about when we get to him. I liked a lot of the costume designs. The guy with the metal head, like the metal, the sergeant. I liked him. I laughed when he was dancing around with the dress.
yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. Some of the deaths were pretty good. I mean, especially the first death. Good Lord. Can't get any more weirder than that.
What was the first death?
Leprechaun coming out of the dude's wiener.
Oh, that's right. Which reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street 4, when the dog pisses on Freddy's grave and he comes back from dog piss. But yeah, that's the director is the one who said that he pitched it, and the producers were like this as he's pitching it, because they're like, the leprechaun comes out of his penis, and he's like, yeah, it does. So that I thought was hilarious. Yeah, that I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
So that was really good. Well, then we also had so this is, her last name is Dunning, but she is gorgeous. This is when she's about to have sex with one of the guys, but she is in a bra for people to admire for the few seconds that I'm going to leave it up here. So because she is just very hot, and we need to see her with her bra on. This death here is completely Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes. That he gets the giant, I don't know, pan thing smashed up against his head. This is a out of nowhere comic book type of death.
Yeah.
So did that work with you, even though all the rest of them were just pretty much legitimate deaths?
I thought that was I mean, I think it would have been better if it would have just like smashed his head. Oh, because that looked a little too cartoonish for that. But then again, this one's probably the most cartoonish out of all the 4.
Sure.
So I guess it works.
Yeah, it's weird.
It was hilarious. So
yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, I think the explosion would have been better, but that's if you're going for comic relief. So
yeah.
And in this one, it looks like Warwick Davis wants to marry again, or Leprechaun wants to marry again.
Yeah.
So because Leprechaun has all the money because he has the gold, and the princess here, dad is broke, but she's hot, so he wants to get with her. And then, and even though they don't like each other, I thought they worked well together as like the actors and the characters, how they like said behind each other's backs that they're all going to die, or that each person is going to die, that they're just. The woman is, oh God, I hope you die. And then Leprechaun walks away and he's like, bitch, I hope you die. But yet they're this team that are enjoying killing people.
Yeah.
So I thought they worked out well together.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
And she
weird
shows
at
her
first.
boobs. We get her boobs in this too.
Oh yeah, you do. So okay, then I walk back what I said. I said there was no nudity in this one. I stand corrected. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
the one of the two girls in this says if a woman from that planet shows you her boobs, that means
Death
that like
sentence, yeah.
war is coming. Yeah, you're gonna die,
Yeah.
type of thing. So
It's a death
good
sentence or something
excuse
like that, yeah.
to show boobs.
I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I thought that she was pretty, pretty hot there, and I like the chemistry between the two actors. So, then, and then we have Warwick Davis, of course. He becomes really big. They use a machine that shrinks everything, but because he's already little, he becomes giant. So,
Yeah,
what do you think about him being giant
that
walking
was
around the cargo bay?
that was unique. I mean, I kind of when they did the whole thing where they shrunk the gold down, I was like, I think that's probably going to play into the later in the movie, which is usually what most of these movies do. Like they show something at the beginning, it's like, that's going to play into it later.
You show the gun in the first act, you have to use it in the third act. So they show you the shrinking machine in the first act, they use it then in the third act.
Yeah. So, and him being big, I thought that was hilarious. I mean, he's like, where are you? I'm gonna squish you.
And I thought that it matched, like continuity wise. I thought everything matched fine. I thought they did a good job with, the regular size stuff with the actor running through it, and then and how they did the set, making it smaller, so then Leprechaun could run through it. It worked for me. I didn't have any problems with it. I didn't see any continuity problems.
No, it definitely. I thought it fit pretty perfectly.
Yeah, and then so this one actually has like a couple storylines going at the same time. So you have, Leprechaun wanting to marry the princess. You have Leprechaun growing big. You then have this guy who's, and this is why it's my favorite actually, is I love movies like the movie The Nest, produced by Roger Corman, about cockroaches. At the end of the movie, the bad guy all of a sudden turns into a half cockroach, half guy. And it's huge, and they have to battle it. I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. I love it. They did the same thing in this. And I went, this is it. It's my favorite film. It's my favorite so far. And they did the combination of scorpion, spider.
Yeah.
And they made this whole costume that was, I think they said 13 feet long.
Yeah.
And it just looks awesome. And of course, it's pulling her clothes off. So, that's a nice thing. But what did you think of the guy here?
I mean, he was like what, like half? He was like a head and an arm or something like that, or two arms, maybe.
I think I have them together. Yeah, it's right here. He looks like a Dalek from Doctor Who. He looks like Davros.
Yeah, basically, he's like, I guess he was an experiment gone wrong, and then so he wants to take the. I guess the girl has blood in her blood she can regenerate because when the one scientist is being a little creep and like going from her foot up to her leg and like being like ooh, and the dude's like, what are you doing?
Being all creepy.
Being a creepy,
assistant.
Being a creeper. Anyway,
who's also a kiss ass.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's the guy that gets his head flattened.
Yeah. So, and then I guess he was like, hey, let's use her blood and experiment with it, and so I can regenerate. I can be a human again. And Leprechaun's like, nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to take a spider, and we're going to take a scorpion, and we're going to blend it up, and we're going to inject you with it.
Yep. And that's what they do. I thought this guy looked really good, though. I thought they did good this piece here that he's in. Like I said, he looks like Davros from Doctor Who, because even Davros only has one arm. And then he's kind of very Hitler-y, with the way that he talks.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. But they, and then he turns into this.
Yeah.
And I thought this looked great. And I do have a close-up of him, because I thought his face looked really good too.
Yeah.
I thought he just looked great. I thought they did a great job on him.
Yeah. I appreciated the body horror that they did in this one. They kind of went more of the body horror, like Lovecraftian, even. Yeah,
because he's got everything in there. And they did show behind the scenes. The director shot behind the scenes, so they showed the effects artist doing it, and it looks awful. When he's like testing it in the studio, making it go up and down and move forwards and backwards. I'm like, oh god, that looks like crap. It looks so good on screen, but it does not look good for the testing. It's not complete, but it's just like, wow, this looks really cheap, but it looks great. So I mean, I was very happy with it. No complaints there.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, I definitely love that they didn't just throw him away, because I thought at first that's what they were doing when they injected him. And you see, when they go into that room and the Leprechaun and the girl, like when he shows the boobs, and they come out, and all of a sudden it's that the machine is like smoking, and it's like, did they blow him up? Like, I thought maybe at first when he injected him, like he made his heart race so bad that he just boom or something. But then I'm like, oh wait, they actually did do something with it. So I was kind of glad about that.
Yeah, they definitely went the extra mile with this. And did you like their relationship? Were they okay? I thought they were fine.
All right.
She's a cutie, and I do like that he's not an idiot. He even tells her that. He's like, yeah, I might be a soldier, but I'm not a dumbass.
He kind of gave up the Sylvester Stallone.
That was
vibe.
it.
Oh, they were trying to do Stallone?
They wanted Stallone in this,
and
he turned it down, and so they got the actor who looks like Stallone. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. That was it. It was Sylvester Stallone, which is weird that they would ask him to be in Leprechaun 3.
I was going to say Stallone, but I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe.
Yeah,
because he kind of looks like Stallone, and I was like, he kind of looks like
they
Stallone.
said that he was even going to do a Stallone imitation, but then they were afraid that Stallone would sue them.
Yeah.
So they didn't do it. But it was meant to be Stallone. So thank you. There we go, man. Good.
Sylvester Stallone. Why would you turn this down? Then again, I can kind of understand, because Stallone never really did horror movies, so. Maybe that's why.
No, just I See You would probably be the closest one.
Yeah. So and I guess he might. I think maybe he would be like, he was out of his element. Maybe if he did take this, like, because he's more of an action star more than like a horror.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he turned it down. I don't know.
Well, and its budget was only 1.6 million. How are you going to get Sylvester Stallone with 1.6 million?
I mean, 1.6 million would probably be what he cost back then. So you'd have to do everything cheap.
Yeah. And so we could look at the deaths here for the last one. So Leprechaun 4. So here we got these. And this one even has more deaths, as we pointed out. So 1986 is when this one, 1996 is when this one happened.
Yeah.
So Lucy is hacked to bits with light. Oh, Lucky is hacked to death into bits with a lightsaber. So that's the picture that was shown with Leprechaun with the lightsaber. And he's not too lucky, I guess. Kowalski, his penis explodes, so that's when.
That's
out.
I guess he turns around and he pees on the Leprechaun.
Yeah, and then
he kind of like zaps him in the wiener. I guess going into his wiener.
He follows the stream up.
Yeah.
And then that's
Okay.
how he's able to come out. Mooch stripped to skeleton by flesh-eating bacteria.
Oh yeah, that's when they go into that like uh the thing. I guess they go into a like a virus hold or something like that.
I don't remember that.
Because the leprechaun was even in like this little like space like hazard thing. And I'm like,
Oh, I did go
so
past a picture of him in a suit. Um, I don't remember that. I don't remember him being anybody killed with like a flesh-eating virus. I don't remember that at all.
yeah, well they were in the hazmat suits and they go into this like restricted area that they're not really supposed to go into for some reason. I forget why they go in there. I guess they were going in there to look for the leprechaun. And then the leprechaun cuts Mooch's thing, and he drags him out, and then as soon as they open up, he's just a skeleton. Okay.
I don't. I
You
kind
have
of
to rewatch this
remember
movie
a
someday.
skeleton. Was he like had flesh on it? What
No, it's
did it?
just basically they open the hazmat suit up, and it's just him. A skeleton that's kind of like all green.
I don't remember this at all. I do
Okay.
not remember this death because I
Okay.
remember the one right after it, which is Harold, head crushed flat by. Oh no, wait. I'm jumping ahead. Danny crushed under metal box. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, this
I
was right before this because they go in there and then they come out and then they're like, "Hey," the sergeant's like, "Hey, you two go up. You guys stay on the you and what he called the girl a name or something like Cutie or something. He's like, you and Cutie go to this stay on this floor. Me and these guys will go up and you guys go down." And then when he goes down, um the it was him and the black guy. I forget what the black guy's name was. Um shoot. I
well, it's gonna say it. I don't.
Well, he doesn't die. He doesn't die in there.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Oh yeah, it's Sticks. His name is Sticks.
Sticks, that's what it is. Because he goes banging on the door. He's like, "Hey man, open up." And they were supposed to go into a room. He goes in by himself, and that's when the leprechaun kills him with the box.
Yeah, I remember the box coming down.
Okay.
It's weird that they do something so ordinary, just like by dropping a metal box on somebody, and then in another one they have a plate that Warner Brothers
Yeah.
the guy's face. It's just, they're two very different
And
things.
and then the flesh eating thing that
Absolutely
which
not.
I thought that was like the one of the
That's
most unique deaths.
I
That's why I
wonder
was
if I
like,
got up and did something like I went to go get food and just missed it because yeah, I don't remember that at all. Nothing.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
and
okay,
that's
that's
definitely in there,
disappointing.
man.
That might have been my favorite one because I like flesh eating stuff. Danny, okay, crushed by metal box. Private Dolores Costello, who's Dunning, she's the hot one, pushed off platform, blood loss. It's kind of boring. Um, Harold, Harold, head crushed flat against wall by flying tray. So we've already talked about him.
Yeah.
Master Sergeant Metal Head Hooker. Is that his name? Master Sergeant Metalhead Hooker? Okay. Electrocuted, short circuited by control panel. Yeah, because he just goes out of control when he's all dressed up as the check.
Yeah, and apparently he's like half cyborg or something.
Yeah, they find that out that he's actually a cyborg, which I did. It was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Dr. Mittenhand, frozen with liquid nitrogen, blown apart by laser fire. So that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That was a decent one.
That was when
And then
that was when he was the creature.
yeah, the They do the fly with him, like how it's Brindle fly. They do it with him, like Scorpion Milton or Milton Scorpion, something like that. Milton Spider.
Yeah.
And then Leprechaun ejected into space and exploded.
Which I gotta say, out of all the deaths, I think that's kind of the lamest. Like, if you're gonna make him explode, you could have at least, have him floating out in space, just like and then just like shoot him with a laser or something.
Yeah, so
at least it would have made a little more sense.
Well, they in the retrospective, everybody says the effects were not good. That they should have spent more time and more money on the spaceship and anything in space and stuff. That it didn't look as good as they wanted it to, because it really does look like it was just done on a computer.
Oh yeah,
almost like a cheap video game. It doesn't look good. But he does get the final flip off though. His hand floats.
Yeah, he's like floating on. He's like,
yeah, that he'll be back.
That was hilarious.
And he is back. He will be back next year. So
he's in the hood.
Yes, he is
in the hood. Yeah.
Yep.
So John, when we do that, I expect you to have the hat on backwards and the chains and all that good stuff.
Do I need the thing around my head that's either blue or red?
There you go. There you go.
It's like crypto or blood.
Like, yo.
All right. So what are your final thoughts on Leprechaun 1 through 4?
I love Warwick Davis's one-liners, or the rhymes that he would do.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Leprechaun 4 in space costs 1.6 million. There we go. I don't want to leave out one.
Cost 1.6 million.
Yeah. What did part 3 cost? So this is 1.6. Let's go to part 3.
I think you said it didn't have a budget, or was?
No, it has a budget. It doesn't have how much money that it made. 1.2. So this is the most expensive one so far.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So continue.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I do want to say I did enjoy Warwick Davis's the little like I don't know, the little sayings, like the rhymes that he was doing. I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay.
And it was definitely funny, some of them. So
yeah, I guess after talking about them for a little bit, I could put some perspective. They were okay. They were all right.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm going to dread watching the other ones as much next year.
Yeah.
So, but this was, I don't think I could do them back to back. It's going to have to be like kind of every other day to watch one.
Yeah.
Because it's especially Origins, man. That is rough.
Yeah. I mean, I think these are meant to be like, okay, you watch one week, and then the next week you kind of watch the second one. Then, or like a couple months or something in between. I wouldn't recommend watching them all 4 back to back like we did.
That's I was so burnt out that I just really did not enjoy it. So
I mean, for me, I wasn't really burned out because this is my first time viewing them. Again, I've seen bits and pieces of some of them. I didn't know which ones. The ones I know there is one I'm not sure. It might be in the hood, maybe. I'm not sure, because there is a scene where he bites this dude's finger off, and I'm like, I don't remember that. So it might be in
part 3. Part 2, because that's LA. He bites the agent's finger off because he gives him the card. He goes, "Call my company," and Warwick bites his finger off.
Maybe that is. But then again, I might be just remembering something,
or rips it off. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyway, but I enjoyed all 4 of them. Would I say they're the best? No, but I will give my ranking since you gave your ranking earlier. And my ranking is definitely different than yours.
Mine still stands even after this whole video. Mine still stands.
Okay. Mine, I'm going to have to say my favorite is probably 3. Okay. 3, 4, then 1 and 2.
Okay, so we just have 2 that are switched.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
But other than that, I enjoyed them.
Okay. All right. No. They're fine. I don't have I'm not angry that they're in my collection or anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They're part of a
Definitely,
franchise. Part of it.
Definitely would like to upgrade this at some point.
Yeah, I think you really should maybe keep it, but I don't know. But yeah, you definitely, especially.
Well, I'm gonna keep it for sure because I do. If maybe next year if I upgrade it, I will say, hey, I did get the blue, but I will keep this, until we do that video.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
So okay,
continuity sakes.
There you go. Why not? All right, man. Anything else, or are we done?
I think we're done.
I thought it would be. I was trying to keep it at 2 hours, but we had so much to say.
Yeah. So.
And forget.
They're good. Watch them. Maybe not back to back though.
No, they're good for a one-time watch at least. Yeah. Especially if you're drunk with friends, that's fine. Grab some pizza.
There you go.
Get some booze. What does he drink?
Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey. Yeah, get some Irish whiskey and something green to eat. Yeah, you could do it that way, or just pizza.
There you go.
Just get a vegetarian pizza that has green on it. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks. I appreciate it. Donald, do you appreciate it?
I do appreciate everybody. Thanks
there you go.
Oh, and by the way, I just wanted to point out that this is our 4th year doing this.
Oh,
really? This month marks our 4th year.
Oh, wow. Jeez. We have come a long way, haven't we?
So for all of you that watched our videos, we definitely appreciate
thank you very
sticking
much.
with us for the 4 years.
We will have to at some point look at like the very first one that we did, which I think was Star Wars, and relook at that video and see if opinions have changed.
Yeah. Okay.
So do something like that to where we watch us reviewing the videos and then do a review of us watching the videos. We'll work it out. All right. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. Next month is an interesting one. There are 3 videos with Keanu Reeves in a chair. So that's a Matrix, Constantine, and Johnny Mnemonic. Three sci-fi films where he sits in a chair and he goes into some other dimension or place or reality or something like that. So that should be. I have no idea how we're going to talk about those, but that's the idea. Keanu Reeves in a chair. So because you even pointed out to me that there's an article about it.
It's the Keanu Reeves chair trilogy.
It really is. I thought I had discovered that, but then because I said, oh, look at these 3 movies. And a long time ago on Facebook, I even posted all 3 pictures of him in a chair from those 3 movies. And then you showed me an article that was written about Keanu Reeves sitting in a chair. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Other people saw it too. All right, cool.
There you go. So,
yeah, very excited. So, all right, everybody. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And we will see you on the next video.